There you go. I guess when you talk to it really close.
I know. We're still learning this GoPro.
We are.
So today we're showcasing Persimmon Creek, the estates at Persimmon Creek.
The estate, yes.
So this was one of the first new construction neighborhoods that I was a part of. I had done starter homes, so this neighborhood opened in about 2005, 6, something like that. And before we opened the neighborhood, we had people lined up. We were literally just order takers.
So what was your price point though when you opened this neighborhood?
We were starting in the 250s.
Wow.
And when the builder said, "Oh, you're going to be selling houses in the 250s," I thought, these homes will never sell.
Oh my gosh.
Because 250 back then for Coweta County, now it's below average price point.
Right. It is actually below average.
So we opened the neighborhood up one street. Of course, the amenities always come last.
Right.
But we were selling out of, back then was a construction trailer. Because we couldn't call it a sales trailer because Coweta County would not let you have a sales center in a trailer. So that was how we somehow got around it. And the amenities always come later, as you know, in new construction.
Exactly.
That seems to be what comes last. But there were 320 lots in this neighborhood total.
Okay.
Because there was a north phase. And so the north phase was going to be a higher price point, but ended up being in the same price point. And the builders were going strong. Then all of a sudden the economy tanked.
Right.
And the builders had taken down each builder, out of the 3 builders, they divided, like 100 plus lots per builder.
Okay.
And then the bank called the notes due, and then the lots went back on the market and started over, but it never really stopped. So this has always been a great centrally located neighborhood, Northgate School District. We started in here actually with vinyl siding houses, so that tells you how long ago that's been.
I was gonna say, because you don't see vinyl sided houses. And I'm sure the other thing about this neighborhood, and it's still true of this neighborhood, it's so convenient to I-85. So for anybody that was commuting to Atlanta or the airport,
so
it's
convenient. We had a lot of airport people coming in at the time, corporate from Atlanta. A lot of what we had was people that had always lived in this area, and they wanted to upgrade their housing. So they came in and said, "Hey, we live in the neighborhood 2 miles, we want a bigger house." So that was a big part of what we sold here also.
Well, and so the way we're districted is this is Northgate High School. It is at the moment Madras Middle School, but it will be Bass Middle School. And then it is it Canongate?
It is Canongate.
Canongate Elementary.
So, 3 great schools. There may be people in this neighborhood that are saying, well, we've lived here. I would probably venture to say, after talking to one of the homeowners here recently, they're probably about 60% of the people that initially built in here that are still living here.
And so for those people, though, they have tremendous equity, because if you started at 250, these homes sell in the 4s, and some of them can go in the high 4s. I'm not sure they've quite crested 5 in here.
Yeah, I guess depending on the basement, they're pretty close to 5.
That's a really cool house. They've obviously done some upgrades.
Yeah, they've painted the brick and added some cedar. So
added some cedar.
Yeah.
So we're going downhill. If we turn this thing around when we go up the hill, we're going to be
out
panting.
of breath.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So there are 2 phases, as Joy mentioned, to this subdivision. And the other one is north, right?
It's
called
Persimmon Creek North, and it's on Canongate Road.
And it has its own pool.
Yep. And so I think that neighborhood there, if I'm not mistaken, there was probably about 100 lots up there, because there were a couple of hundred here in this section. So.
And it's a balance, it looks like, of basements and slabs.
Yep.
No crawls back then, right?
No crawls back then.
Okay.
So
sorry, I'm pushing you in the grass.
Oh, you're
so
fine.
Sorry. Okay, so and there's trails. Aren't there walking trails in here?
There's walking trails, and there's a lake off of one of the walking trails. Honestly, I never did the nature trails, but anyway.
Oh, and if you like to golf, this subdivision is actually across the street from Canongate Golf Course too.
Yep. So A lot of amenities, a lot of growth here. You know, there's a lot more new developments here because this is really the first new development when I started up here. And a lot of people were like, where is that? I didn't even really know because I'd always lived on the other side of Noonan. So
yeah,
I was like, oh, okay, I know where it is now. And then it became so much a part of my life, as we have done with Dustin Shaw now, because we have surrounding neighborhoods in this area that are close that, you know, allows us to drive by here. But this is a great neighborhood, and if you're thinking about selling, we would love to talk to you about it.
Yes, so stay tuned. You'll have to check out the next neighborhood we visit. GoPro, stop recording.